Thank you very much, Bree. Let me thank all of you for joining me here today. As uh, usual, I will do, well, I'm not going to do what's usual today. I'm going to do something that's unusual. I had my staff share with you the statement that I wish to make today, and some of you may not have gotten it. So I wish you will grant me some indulgence to read that statement, and then I will try to answer any questions you may have. Due to the resurgent Delta variant and the need to give some states more time to deliver federal rental assistance funds, I am joining my colleagues in House Democratic leadership calling on the Biden administration to extend the CDC eviction moratorium into October. Studies show that evictions increase the spread of the coronavirus, infections, and deaths. With the increasing cases caused by the Delta variant, the CDC should extend the eviction moratorium to protect public health. Congress has appropriated over $46 billion in rental assistance funds to keep people in their homes. But many state and local governments say they need more time to disperse those funds to landlords and renters. By June 30th, only $3 billion of the $46 billion had been dispersed. But extending the moratorium is not all that is needed. Some state and local governments have been setting up rental assistance programs from scratch. According to the Census Bureau, as of June 21st, or June 2021, 7.8 million people were behind in their rent. The economic crisis caused by the pandemic has caused great hardship. In some states, it has disproportionately impacted communities of color and made many rentals vulnerable to eviction. As of June 30th, South Carolina had dispersed almost none of the $500 million in rental assistance allocated for the state. Almost none of $500 million of that $46 billion has been allocated to South Carolina, and they have not dispersed the money. Florida has only dispersed 1.5 million of the 1.6 billion that's been allocated for that state. And Georgia, they've dispersed only 8.4 million of the 1 billion that's been allocated for Georgia. Sadly, certain large corporate landlords have taken advantage of families during this time, and the select subcommittee that I chair is investigating this. In July, I sent letters to Premium Partners, Invitation Homes, Venture Management, and the Siegel Group to determine whether they are cooperating with rental assistance programs to avoid evictions and whether they have complied with the CDC eviction moratorium. These companies together have filed for at least 5,000 evictions during the pandemic. In addition to extending the moratorium, we must hold bad corporate landlords accountable. I urge them to work with tenants to access federal rental assistance funds as an alternative to eviction. Some states and localities have dispersed funds relatively well, including Virginia, having dispersed $220 million. Texas $616 million. Illinois, $172 million. Massachusetts, $118 million. And Houston Harris County, Texas, one county, $137 million. Cook County in Illinois, $39 million. The success of these states shows that slow distributing states can dramatically improve. And I'm now reminded as I close of a statement I read, I think it was in a court decision some time ago. And it said that nothing speaks louder than numbers, and no number speaks louder than zero. And that's pretty much where South Carolina is when it comes to getting this money out. So no matter how much money we disperse from Washington, no matter how long people have, if they don't send the money out the door like they should to the landlords and to the renters, it doesn't matter how long it is. People are clamoring all over about extending the moratorium. It's time for us to ask these states to get the money already appropriated and dispersed out to the people who are deserving of them.